Bien, antes de comenzar el episodio quinto y último, me gustaría hacer 2 o 3 reflexiones. La primera, eh, voy a jugar del tirón. No sé cuánto tiempo me llevará, 1 hora, 2 horas, 2 horas y media. Yo intentaré siempre acortar los vídeos para que tengan una duración aproximada de 1 hora. Pero voy a intentar jugarlo del tirón porque quiero que esta experiencia no tenga sesgos, ¿vale? Segundo, no sé dónde va a llevar esto. Y tengo que agradecer sobre todo a Chronology93 que nos ha seguido la serie desde el principio. Nada más tenéis que ir a cualquiera de los vídeos de la serie para ver sus comentarios y siempre ha aportado detalles, anécdotas y sugerencias para el gameplay, con lo que esta serie no habría sido igual sin esta aportación. De hecho, me dijo que hay un bug en el episodio quinto y que tengo que tener la precaución de salvar la partida justo al entrar en el instituto. No sé cuándo llegaremos, no sé qué pasará allí, pero así es. Así que, bueno, y la última reflexión es que el capítulo anterior fue de una duración un poco menor porque quería precisamente separar los episodios y que este inicio fuese el que diera comienzo para el final de la serie. Dicho todo esto, vamos a comenzar. A ver. Tengo mucha curiosidad porque desde luego que se les ha ido la cabeza del todo a los guionistas. Pero bueno. ¿Dónde estamos? Hill Valley ya, pero... Este es el cobertizo de Emmett, ¿no? Sí, ahí están las bacterias. La máquina que hacía el test de los degenerados criminales. Me dio un poco de pena, de verdad, hacer que se desenamorara. ¿Qué haces ahí? Con esa postura típica de dormir.
Hello?
Marty, you're awake. Good.
Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Claro, el padre de Emmett no está muy contento. Dice, me dejaste dormir aquí. Quédate aquí, deberías hacer las paces con tu papá. Yo creo que es bastante improbable de que haga las paces. Así que, ¿me dejaste dormir aquí?
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back at the lab to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
Ajá.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah. Is that good?
Good? It's fantastic. Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn.
What?
It's Edna.
But... Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up.
Parece el aparato de los mosquitos. El que los electrocuta. Vale, de momento he tenido solo una decisión.
Jeez, Doc. Watch out. You almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Qué mala espina me está dando todo esto, ¿eh? ¿Dónde estuviste?
Where have you been all night?
I've been driving around, looking up old friends,
Yeah.
thinking things over.
Okay.
So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Uy.
Doc!
It was science.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. A ver. Emmett no puede volver con Edna, eso lo sabemos. El camino de Emmett está fijado. La ciencia lo significa todo para él. Es que esta es la respuesta. Pero claro, no lo voy a convencer. A él, que es el viejo Emmett. El camino de Emmett está fijado.
Even if you screw up Emmett's chances at the expo, there's no way he'll give up science now. He's too committed.
You don't know me like I do. After he fails at the expo, he'll be in need of comfort. And Edna's already arranged a romantic little trip up to the lake.
Es que la ciencia es todo para Emmett.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Yo no sé quién es más egoísta. O Marty, que quiere volver a su vida, o Doc, que quiere que Marty no vuelva en favor de Edna. No sé qué opción es la mejor, la verdad. ¿Qué otro camino? Ya tengo curiosidad.
What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure. Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No. Ah! What the hell?
¿Qué ha
Where'd it
pasado?
go?
Sujeta al acumulador de estática de Emmett. Sí, pero ¿dónde está? Y otra cosa. ¿Realmente la máquina del tiempo funciona? Claro, pues estoy pensando, pero Marty no puede volver a su realidad. Ese es el problema. Por eso no es tan fácil. Bueno, vale. Vamos a ver dónde está el acumulador. ¿No puedo ir hacia allá? Ah, está aquí.
Oh, come on. Here, little static thingy.
No, no puedo ir hacia allá, ¿eh? Así que tengo que seguir intentando sujetarlo. Sí, ahora como... ¿Tengo algo? No tengo nada, tengo un periódico.
Nah,
Ya.
I can't reach it.
Ya lo sé. Ya sé que no puedes alcanzarlo. ¿Puedes subir? ¿Por el poste de la lámpara? ¡Cógelo! ¿Por qué ahora sí y antes cuando lo llevaba no? No se sabe. Se habrá cargado de energía estática. Bueno. Mira Trixie.
The future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream.
Encantamiento baja el mar. Ya sabéis a qué me refiero, ¿no?
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her. I found a loophole. What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth? Huh?
Ujú.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming.
Emmett es el
It's almost
cuarto.
here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
He visto que también está el detective Parker. Encuentra el exhibidor de Emmett y dale su acumulador de estática. Sí, pero antes vamos a hablar un
Hey, Artie,
poquito.
what do you think? Quite a setup, huh? The expo? Sure, but I was wondering.
Voy a preguntarle después, ¿cómo recuperó Trixie el
Come
trabajo?
on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Ya. Bueno, ¿dónde está
You
Emmett?
haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
Vale.
See you around.
No sé si este es el sitio donde tengo que guardar, pero voy a guardar. ¿Vale? Salvar. A ver. Ah, no puedo salvar. Salvar y cargar. Salvar partida. ¿Sí? Gimnasio de la escuela. Vale. Por si acaso. Este es el tipo sujeto hostil.
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey, you're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice.
No, 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 no.
No algae cakes for you, Buster.
Vale, no quiero tus tartas de algas. Bueno, decía lo de Encantamiento baja al mar es el nombre del baile en el que los padres de Marty tienen el beso, etc. Vale. Mirad, allí está. Doctor Lev Grossman, luego Ernest Philpott y luego Detective Parker y Emmett Brown el último. Entonces, aquí que tenemos molinete de la casa de cristal. Ah, no se puede
Insert
entrar.
ticket to enter.
Vale. Bueno, pues no tengo ticket para entrar. De momento. Buzo.
Enlightenment,
Excuse me, Mr.
Tuto, Jacques Tuto, at your service.
Vale. ¿Puedo dar un paseo?
Can I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got the ticket.
Ya. ¿Quién eres tú?
Jacques Cousteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following.
Debe ser duro ser famoso, ¿eh?
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less demanding.
Ya. Los peces no
See
te
you
ponen
around.
muchos problemas, ¿eh? Vale. Bueno, pues para entrar voy a necesitar tickets. A ver. Reloj cronométrico. A ver, aquí tenemos una cabina de teléfono.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Crockett.
A ver. ¿Qué haces?
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty, now.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
Definitivamente he hablado con Doc. Vale, podemos decirle, simplemente lo puse de nuevo en su camino, Emmett eligió su propio camino, ¿y qué? La verdad es que Emmett eligió por sí mismo. A ver, cuando estaba triste y tal, al final descubrió que él tenía pasión por la ciencia.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Sonny Crockett really is, and where he comes from.
Is
Ups.
there something you want to tell me, Sonny?
Why don't you call him by his real name?
Oh.
Yakov Smirnov,
Thanks a lot, Doc.
an anarchist, a foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo.
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Edna, cada vez me caes peor, ¿eh?
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose.
Un tornillo o dos.
She's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
Esta mujer, de verdad. Barricada.
I can't believe Danny let himself get bullied into shutting down Emmett's booth.
En fin. Agenda.
Come on, Emmett, where are you?
Encuentra a Emmett para que pueda demostrar su invento. Ya. Bueno, yo tengo aquí el de esto, ¿no? Eso es, el acumulador de estática. De momento no sé dónde tengo que utilizarlo. Aquí tenemos una cabina y aquí tenemos a Trixie. Trixie, ¿me podrías dar
Hi,
tickets?
Trixie.
That's technique to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know?
Siempre.
Now, what can I do you for?
A ver, cuéntame sobre las atracciones. Luego ya le preguntaré por Emmett.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the glass house, the future furnishings, and of course, enlightenment under the sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Cousteau himself.
Vale.
Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
Sí. ¿Y cómo obtengo los tickets?
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Gracias. Vale. Voy a preguntarle, tengo curiosidad. ¿Cómo recupero el trabajo?
Already told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Ya.
Come on, Trixie. I'm dying to know how you got the job back.
You won't hear it from me. I don't talk out of turn.
Vale, pues no lo voy a saber por ella, cómo recuperó el trabajo. Vale. Edna hizo clausurar la exhibición de Emmett.
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Ya. Ayúdame a abrirla.
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's
La
booth open
exhibición.
again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Bueno, ¿puedes inspirar cantando?
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away.
Pues sí, la verdad es que no me ha inspirado demasiado. ¿Puedes posponer la demostración de Emmett de alguna forma?
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
Bueno, algo sí. ¿A qué hora le toca a Emmett?
What time is Emmett supposed to go on?
Let's see. 8 kilobeats past 50. We're on metric time here at the Hill Valley Expo.
Vale. Me ha dicho una hora sin sentido. ¿Dónde está Emmett?
You seen Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah.
No, no.
Or something.
No me digas que está hablando con Carl Sagan, es decir, con Doc.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Vale, encuentra a Emmett. Ya. Cabina telefónica.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Vale. Entonces, pueden llamar, pero yo no puedo llamar. Vale. KL 4253. Vale. Bueno. Quizás puedo llamar más tarde. Bien. No tengo más. The Future Law Enforcement. Arma futurística. Y ahí hay una...
Casual. The electro pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
¿Y la puedes coger?
Amazing, isn't
No.
it?
Vale, vale. He intentado darle de nuevo para ver si podía hacerme con ella, pero no. Y aquí que tenemos Picture Radio. Radio foto. Radio con imagen. Bueno. Vale. Bueno, pues vamos a probar las atracciones, ¿no? Reloj. Sí, eso dicen. Bien, voy a ir empezando por... Vale, esto es el molinete de la casa del futuro y esto es de la casa de cristal. Voy a ir salvando. Vale. Por lo que pueda pasar. Bueno, pues entramos en el molinete de la casa de cristal. A ver qué nos encontramos aquí.
No one in here.
Vale. Vamos a molinete de la casa del futuro.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Vale. Consola. Centro de entretenimiento con la radio. Planta en maceta.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
Para adentro. Impide a Aina interferir con la demostración de Emmett. Ya. Centro de entretenimiento.
A fully equipped home entertainment center. So,
Ya ves.
where's the ColecoVision?
Vamos a ver la consola. ¿Qué podemos hacer con los botones? Rojo, verde, azul. ¿Rojo? Esto parece en Regreso al Futuro 2.
Ah, it's wax.
Vale. Vamos a darle al azul.
In the mood for fun? The House of the Future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Vale. Y por último al verde. Porque esto no puede hacer nada.
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Vale, podría llamar a la cabina del futuro. ¿Y si llama a la mansión Brown?
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
Vale.
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techne, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
Uf, cada vez tengo menos tiempo, ¿eh? Vale, la mansión Brown no está. Podría llamar a la otra cabina. Pero voy a salir. Voy a intentar ir hacia la otra zona. Aquí, al molinete del acuario, a ver si encuentro
Here's my
algo
ticket.
más.
Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, monsieur. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea most delightful.
¿Ya está? Pues vaya.
Well,
Heavy.
monsieur has a way with words.
Vale.
Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
Aquí no puedo entrar. Lo único que tengo es una planta en maceta.
Flowers of the future. Just like a regular potted plant. Only fake.
Vale. ¿Y esto? Acumulador de estática.
Emmett's static accumulator. I gotta get this to Emmett, but first, I gotta get Emmett.
Ya. Vale. Es que no se me ocurre nada más que hacer. Voy a volver aquí, a ver. A la casa de cristal. Como tengo tickets infinitos. Pero es que no me ha dejado interactuar con nada ahí arriba.
No one in here.
Nada. Vale. Pues... no sé. Voy a llamar a la cabina.
Welcome to the world of
Con el botón azul.
where a man's home is truly his castle. Here,
Sí,
gratification
sí, sí.
is just always a push
Está
of
ahí el
a
hueco
button
de la
away.
planta que me he llevado. Venga, botón azul. O verde era. Verde.
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Vamos a llamar a la cabina del teléfono del futuro.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techne, Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
Uf. Carl Sagan. Es que si le digo que soy yo, me va a decir, pues vale. Kit Tannen, esto puede ser interesante.
It's Kid Tannen. I'm out of jail and I want you back, baby.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that horrible impersonation of Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
Bien hecho. Voy a intentar...
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
sí, sí, sí. Llamar de nuevo.
Number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Venga.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
Carl Sagan.
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
¿Puedo hablar con Edna?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
A ver.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
¿Y cuál era el plan?
Our plan. About that plan.
Ah. ¿Dónde está Emmett?
I seem to have momentarily lost track of Emmett. Do you have any idea where I might find him?
You lost him? You were supposed to keep him distracted.
Oh, I have been. He's just wandered off.
Well, go look for him. I've got my hands full with Parker.
Vale. Háblame de nuestro plan, a ver si le saco algo.
I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear? But it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration cancelled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted.
Sí, sí, lo estoy distrayendo.
Oh, yes. He's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
Vale. Los planes cambiaron. ¿Y si le digo que me deje en paz?
Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young comrade Smirnov, you were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
Tu oscuro secreto.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's
¿Cómo?
He's the arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me.
¿Ha sido ella la que le metió fuego al bar? ¿Por qué incendiaste los bares?
So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Vale. Fíjate tú, la mosquita muerta. Bueno, pues los planes cambiaron.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator, that the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered, and so on and so forth.
I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No, I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
Vale. Deja a Emmett hacer su vuelo.
Edna, listen to me. You have to let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
Smirnov's listening, isn't he?
No, listen.
Listen, Smirnov. I don't know what you're holding over Mr. Sagan, but there's no way I'm ever letting that contraption you've talked my Emmett into building get off the ground.
Vale. Pues adiós.
Well, we should probably get back to the plan.
Yes, we should. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Goodbye. Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Bien. Pues ahora debería de hablar con el detective Parker. Para decirle que esta mujercita no es tan inocente e ingenua como se pensaba.
He's approaching.
Hey, Danny, could I have a word with you?
Comrade Smirnov, come to turn yourself in?
No, no me voy a entregar.
Private?
With pleasure.
Vale. Tengo algo sobre Edna. Has visto a Carl Sagan. Vamos a ver. Emmett debe hacer su vuelo.
You've got to let Emmett demonstrate his invention. His whole future depends on it.
I'd love to, kid, but Miss Strickland thinks it's dangerous.
Ya.
Unless you've got something on her. Her word is pretty much law.
Sí, tengo algo sobre ella. ¿Quién escucha a Edna?
Since when does anyone in Hill Valley listen to what Edna has to say?
Ever since she helped take down Kid
Ah,
Tanner,
claro, desde
she's
que
had the mayor of
colaboró
the city
para
council eating out of her hand.
atrapar a
I'd be
Kitanen.
an idiot to ignore her.
Vale.
Especially with my alcohol-heavy background. Boy, I wish I could catch her jaywalking or something. I'd throw the book at her. Yeah, but you never catch a dame like that breaking the law, darn it.
Vale. Claro, desde que Kitanen fue atrapado y ella tuvo algo que ver, pues la gente la escucha. Pero tengo algo sobre ella.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
Sí. ¿Intentó reprogramar a Doc? No. ¿Hizo que golpearan a mi padre? No. Ella es la piromaníaca del bar ilegal.
Edna's the speakeasy arsonist.
That's an interesting theory.
It's the truth. I heard her confess.
Well, I didn't hear it, so I'm afraid it's your word against hers. And no offense, but her word carries a little more weight around here than yours does.
Ya. Jo. Claro, como él no lo ha escuchado. Vale. ¿Has visto a Carl Sagan?
You haven't seen Carl Sagan around here, have you?
Nah.
No.
Isn't he still a wanted man?
Nah. All those arson charges got dropped weeks ago. Judge Brown said there wasn't enough evidence for a trial.
Vale. Le voy a repetir, a ver, pero creo que no va a llevarme a
You know
ningún
how
lado.
you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
No, esto no me lleva a ninguna parte. Intentó reprogramar a Doc, hizo que golpearan a mi padre. ¿A su padre?
She sent this goon to beat up my dad and steal his videotape.
That's awful. What's a videotape?
Never mind.
Es que es en otra línea. En otra línea temporal.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
Sí, intentó reprogramar a Doc.
She kidnapped a friend of mine and she tried to erase his brain.
That's terrible. Well, when did this happen?
In the future.
Stick to the facts, kid. I have enough people come to me with cock and bull stories.
Ya. ¿Qué haces aquí?
What's a newly promoted detective like you doing hanging out at a science expo anyway?
Are you kidding me? This is a great assignment. I get to sit around all day playing with nifty new crime-fighting gadgets, like this.
What does that do?
Hell if I know.
Vale, hay otra cosita ahí, no sé si podré cogerla. ¿Y a Emmett lo has visto?
Idea where Emmett is?
Well, he was working over by his booth, but by the time Edna got done haranguing me, he was gone. I hope he comes back soon so we can get this mess cleared up.
Vale. Vale. Bueno, pues...
Thanks. I'll be back.
Oh, I hope so. You've got to get this albatross off my neck.
Well, did you put the screws to him? Did he confess?
Encuentra a Emmett. Ya. Aquí no hay nada más. ¿Analizador de aliento?
Oh.
The amazing inebriomatic.
Well, from what the boys in the lab tell me, someday we'll be able to tell whether people have been drinking just by breathing into a machine like this.
Desde alcoholemia.
Try it out.
I don't think so.
Y hay otra cosa por aquí. No. Arma futurística. Y no hay nada más. Este analizador y ya. Planta en maceta.
Now can you... A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
It's a bug.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Vale. Súper claro. Impide a N interferir con la demostración de Emmett. Ahora, tengo que hacer el cambiazo de esta planta con esta. Titirititi. Hola. Venga. Voy a intentar que confiese de nuevo.
Greetings, forward thinkers of Hill Valley.
Si es posible.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Entonces, si le doy aquí, botón del teléfono.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Venga, cabina de teléfono del futuro.
Klondike 4253.
Si consigo registrar.
Always with the phones. Yeah?
Carl Sagan.
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Hablar con Edna.
Can you get Edna on the phone for me again?
You got it, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Your Highness!
Mr. Sagan, you really have to stop calling me like this. I've got to keep all of my attention on Detective Parker.
Yes, of course. I've just got a couple more questions.
¿Por qué incendiaste los bares?
So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Pero por...
Oh, look at the time. I should go.
But...
Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
¿Lo habrá registrado? A ver,
I
consola.
don't think so.
Claro, no puedo. Vamos a ver. ¿Y ahora?
Maybe not.
Pues no. Un momento. Volver al juego.
Not sure what that'll do.
Es que no sé cómo activarlo. Salir. No sé si lo tengo que activar ahora.
Detective Parker's secret police recorder. Just like a regular potted plant, but with a recorder inside.
A menos que la tengo que poner dentro de la cabina. ¿No? Si la pongo dentro de la cabina y la pongo a grabar. Venga.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Sí.
I changed my mind. These don't look
No. Sí, se ve súper bien. Es que dentro de la cabina no lo puedo hacer, pero si lo pongo ahí...
Okay, call me a snoop.
Venga. Ahora, vamos a intentarlo, la tercera. Venga, vvamos aquí. Espero que me dé tiempo y que no se ponga nerviosa si la llamo otra vez. Venga. Venga, que esto tiene buena pinta. Cabina.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
Venga.
It's me, Carl.
Oh, Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Llama a Edna.
Never mind. I'll go get Strickland.
What is it now, Mr. Sagan?
Venga.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Te pillé.
Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Espero yo también.
Next up on our roster, a
Uy.
man who saw the possibilities
No, ahora Parker
in
no.
odd scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott.
Ah, menos mal.
Thanks, Trixie, Technique. I'm truly honored to be here today among all you points.
Sí, 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 el de las algas. Me da igual.
Lady said, I labor in the field of pawn scum.
Venga.
Ladies and gentlemen, is a mysterious and little-known biological entity. Through diligent study and
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
Venga. Parker. Necesito hablar contigo.
Well, hey Danny, could I have a word with you?
I thought you'd never ask.
Venga. Oh. Tengo algo sobre Edna.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
Sí. Ella es la piromaníaca.
Edna's the speakeasy arsonist.
That's an interesting theory.
It's the truth. I heard her confess.
Well, I didn't hear it, so I'm afraid it's your word against hers.
Dale la planta.
No offense, but her word carries a little more weight around here than yours does.
¿Y cómo hago para dársela?
Thanks. I'll be back.
Well, did you put the screws to him? Did he confess?
No, no, no. Uy, 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 se me está acabando el tiempo.
Ernest, do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
A ver si tengo tiempo. Tengo que ir ya. No, 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 no. Venga, rápido, 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 rápido.
Shh, he's approaching.
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the expo from the likes of you.
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property.
Espera, espera.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
No, 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 no.
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Hey, does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth? Let's take that as a yes.
Sí.
Gotta be around here somewhere.
Vale. Encuentra a Emmett. Sí, ¿dónde estará Emmett? Cago en... ¿Puedo pillar algo de esto?
Electric stun gun would be pretty useful, but this is just a model.
Ya, es un modelo. ¿Y el analizador de aliento? Tampoco. Vale. Vale. Es que no tengo ni idea de dónde puede estar. Que viene información.
I'm glad Trixie got her old job back. I wonder how she managed it.
Vale. ¿Dónde estará? ¿Dónde estará? Voy a la casa otra vez, es en el único sitio. ¡Ah! Han quitado ya las barreras. Vale.
Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today.
Venga. ¿Puedes ir arriba? Sí.
Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic
No puedo.
levitator, and he's gonna do it today.
¿Puedo utilizar el acumulador de estática con el levitador?
I'm
No.
only giving this to Emmett.
Vale. Bueno, pues solo me falta encontrar a Emmett. Voy de nuevo aquí, molinete. Igual ahora sí que lo encuentro, ahora que no está... Modular Living Space. Pues esto es solo para perder el tiempo.
No one in here.
¿Puedo llamar a la mansión Brown otra vez?
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Venga.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Mansión Brown.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment.
No.
I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Pues
Conversation terminated.
no se me ocurre nada más.
Hey, Artie.
¿Dónde está Emmett? ¿Podemos demorar la demostración?
Is there any way you can delay Emmett's demo? He ran into some last
Voy a
minute
decir que no.
turbulence.
Emmett's already pushed his luck by substituting this electrokinetic what's-this for the mental alignment meter he was supposed to be showing. I can't alter his place on the roster, too. The board would get the idea I was showing favoritism.
Ya. ¿Seguro que no puedes?
You sure you can't just push Emmett's slot back a little?
I could eliminate it altogether. Would that work for you?
Eliminarlo no.
I was just remembering a time when you refused to take me to the zoo.
Huh?
Nothing. See you around.
¿Estará debajo de ese casco? Es que no hay ningún otro sitio donde pueda ir. Reloj. Buzo. Controles del batiscafo.
Controls to raise and lower the whatchamacallit. Those look like the controls to raise and lower the whatchamacallit.
Vale, y no tengo nada para modificarlo ni nada, ¿no?
I'm only giving this to Emmett.
Vale. Molinete. Manguera.
That looks like the air hose for the bathysphere.
Es que no tengo nada realmente que pueda utilizar ahí. ¿Verdad? Molinete. ¿Dice ahí? Analizador de aliento. Ah, vale. Está apuntando más detrás, ¿no? Molinete del acuario. Controles del batiscafo. No tengo idea, ¿eh? Letrero del levitador. ¿Puedo subir? No puedo. Pues estoy... Bueno, está el tema de Trixie. El tema de Trixie que tendríamos que averiguar cómo ha podido recuperar su trabajo. La única opción que me parece plausible es seguir utilizando aquí el teléfono. Venga, cabina de teléfono del futuro.
Contact 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
Sonny Crockett.
Hi, Trixie. It's me, Sonny.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
Voy a intentar un sujeto, es el último que me falta. Porque Kit Tannen se ha dado cuenta de que es una imitación. Si digo que soy Carl Sagan, ya lo he utilizado para Edna. He dicho que soy Sonny Crockett y dice que vale, qué bonito. Pues un sujeto. A ver.
Contact 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
Un sujeto.
This is Anthony. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Mr. Closeoff.
Closeoff?
Yes, first name Oliver.
Oliver Closeoff? Listen, kid, I didn't just fall off the poutine truck. Who is this really?
Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Supongo que es un chiste en inglés, pero no nos soluciona nada. Pues no sé, de verdad. No tengo elementos. Bueno, tengo ahí en la foto que le podría enseñar.
Algae cakes! Miracle food from the swamp!
How about an algae cake?
One algae cake coming right ahead. Wait a minute. It's you! Forget it, mister.
Ya. Le voy a enseñar la foto del padre. Un momento, no he visto. Causa en la audiencia del divorcio Brown. Esposa se aleja de la famosa industrial Emmett Brown. Vaya. No hemos conseguido cambiar nada. Y si le enseño la foto del padre a Arthur. No, ¿verdad? Pues lo voy a sentir mucho, pero no me van a decir cómo recupero el puesto, que supongo que tiene que ver con seguir la trama. Se pregunta a Trixie ahora. Edna ha sido eliminada.
I don't think Edna's gonna be an obstacle anymore.
So she was the speakeasy arsonist after all. Kid was right.
I don't think so.
Emmett.
You seen Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah, he wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Se fue por ahí.
Looked a lot like Emmett in the face.
Se fue por ahí. Por ahí por donde estaban Edna y Parker.
Thanks.
Pero no me ha parecido nada por dónde ir. Así que... ¿puedo entrar ahí? No. No veo nada. Sintiéndolo mucho, voy a ver si me dan una pista. Si Emmett no demuestra su invento, los resultados pueden ser catastróficos. Mejor pregunta si alguien lo ha visto. Ya he preguntado y nadie me lo ha dicho. Así que... asegúrate de hablar con todos, incluso aquellos que tienen la visión dudosamente obstruida. ¿En serio? ¿Tengo que hablar con el buzo?
Mr. Duteau?
Oui.
¿Ha visto a Emmett?
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
A distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by her with an older gentleman. I think they were
a la casa de cristal.
Great, thanks.
Gracias. Pero he estado ahí 30 veces y no los he visto.
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him. Perfect.